Hi, my name is Chris Mowry, and I serve on Project Coyote's Science Advisory Board. I'm a professor of biology at Berry College, which is just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Berry College is a really cool place because it's often recognized as the largest college campus in the world. It sits on 26,000 acres of land. It's often used in movies and TV shows, and it's often cited as one of the most beautiful college campuses in the world. So, really cool place. I started the Atlanta Coyote Project with my colleague Larry Wilson in 2015, and we started this as a way to provide public education and outreach, and then also sort of as an umbrella framework for our scientific research as biologists. One of our main goals with the Atlanta Coyote Project is to work as scientists and to show the value and necessity of predators to healthy functioning ecosystems. So coyotes in particular, but predators in general. So we want people to understand this concept, which is oftentimes counterintuitive to most people. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and a lot of people really don't understand the value of predators, and so we try to explain that through our public education and show examples of that in our research. In 2017, we spoke out strongly against a state-sponsored coyote killing contest that was here in Georgia called the Georgia Coyote Challenge. And the message that was being fed to the public was that lethal management of coyotes was necessary because coyotes were decimating native wildlife populations. Well, we instinctively knew that this was not the case, and so we set out to try and make our case in the scientific literature. So we initiated a 3-year study at a site that we knew of in suburban Atlanta. We ended up publishing a paper in the journal Urban Naturalist. It's called Species Richness Within an Urban Coyote Territory. And that article documents this stable coyote population that was reproducing over a 3-year period, but more importantly, a high level of biodiversity, of mainly mammalian biodiversity, but also bird and reptile biodiversity. So, in other words, the message that we were trying to show in this study was that the mere presence of a predator, of a coyote in this case, does not mean that they're eating everything in sight. Conversely, what we know from basic ecological theory is, again, that predators are a necessary component of a healthy ecosystem. They help to keep other species in check. And so they are actually promoting biodiversity, not decimating biodiversity. So we're happy to say that the Georgia Coyote Challenge, this coyote killing contest, went away after 2 years. I don't know if we had anything to do with it or not, but I like to think that we did have something to do with it. And this study is now part of the Georgia Department of Education 7th grade science curriculum. So teachers can go to the Georgia Department of Education website and download a curriculum that incorporates what we found in our website and the value of predators and apex predators and trophic cascades and food webs and all of these kinds of concepts. So we were very happy about that. And as I said, the Georgia Coyote Challenge is no more. And actually, the Georgia Department of Natural Resources instituted an urban wildlife section in 2019. So go figure. Finally, you might notice what's behind me, and I just wanted to give a little plug for the band that I have with my son and daughter-in-law. The band is called the Song Dogs, and we write and perform our own songs, and you can find us on streaming services like Spotify. So thanks so much for having me and for listening, and I look forward to hopefully meeting some of you in person one of these days.